time down to 5 minutes per member. Are we in agreement? Yes. I'll give the floor to the Honorable David Ochieng.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would request for 10 because my name has been mentioned so many times, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on this particular matter...
compress your arguments in 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Mr. Speaker, on this particular matter, I wrote to your office on the 9th of September, Mr. Speaker, about our position in Azimio, having left the coalition party and joined Kenya Kwanza, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have that letter here and I would like to table it. Mr. Speaker, the reasons for our leaving Azimio are very instructive because so much has been said about us and how the marriage was done, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, after the elections, the MDG NEC sat and reviewed the campaigns and our Azimio La Umoja, Mr. Speaker. And members brought the following issues. One, that in the former Nyanza, the Azimio leadership was so hostile to the MDG members running in that party, they were called Madoadoa. They were told that Azimio ends in Awasi. That when you come from Nairobi and you get to Awasi, you now leave Azimio is dead, it's ODM stronghold, Mr. Speaker. This same thing happened in my constituency. When the Azimio party leader came to my constituency, I couldn't even attend because I was a Madoadoa. How would I be a Madoadoa and still belong to the party that calls me Madoadoa, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, I would also like to table a letter from the registered political parties. We've written to the register severally, asking for a copy of the Azimio La Umoja 1 Kenya, Mr. Speaker. Up to date, we've not been given to it. Mr. Speaker, I'm tabling a letter here again today. The register telling us that they cannot give it to us, go to Azimio La Umoja. Mr. Speaker, I must say that what the Honorable Junet has tabled today, no one can verify its authenticity. No one knows whether what is tabled is the document that we signed, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the letter that I have here, if you allow me to read it, this letter I'm holding is from the registered political parties to our party, saying they cannot give us agreement, we go to the Azimio La Umoja headquarters, Mr. Speaker. You go there, you're told, come back tomorrow. Come back next week, Mr. Speaker. Up to now, our party has never received a copy of this agreement. I've perused what United has given to us, Mr. Speaker, and I dare say that the content of that agreement are not the ones that we negotiated, Mr. Speaker. So I cannot verify, I cannot truthfully say that what United has tabled here today is what we negotiated, what we signed, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, number 3, our party says that Azimio La Umoja had 3 organs: the council, the NEC, and the secretariat, Mr. Speaker. In all those organs, the council, the NEC, the secretariat, MDG has no body representing them there, not one. So how do we belong to a coalition that doesn't recognize that we exist, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, on the 29th of August this year, we wrote to the registrar withdrawing a membership of Azimio. I also wish to table that letter, Mr. Speaker, and the minutes of our NEC withdrawing membership from Azimio La Umoja, Mr. Speaker, if you allow me. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, very important, Mr. Speaker, is the argument of the nature of the Azimio political party, Mr. Speaker. What has been tabled today by Mr. Junet, Mr. Speaker, is the instrument for registering Azimio coalition party. Mr. Speaker, there is nowhere, you won't find other political parties, there's nowhere where the parties forming Azimio registered a coalition. Because you must distinguish the two. There's a coalition party and the Azimio is a coalition of parties.
Yes,
Mr. Speaker, it's not my intention to interrupt the Honorable Member, but Mr. Speaker, I urge him first to go through the document, Mr. Speaker. It is well written inside there, the formation of the Azimio coalition. Mr. Speaker, misrepresentation of facts, Mr. Speaker, will not be, this is a house of records. So we don't want it to go on record when the document is very clear on the formation of the Azimio coalition. It's well stipulated in the document.
Mr. Speaker, the document holding, which was tabled by Junet, says a deal of agreement in respect of the Azimio La Umoja, One Kenya being a coalition political party. My argument is this, Mr. Speaker, that for the argument that Azimio is a coalition within the frame of 108 and 19 of our standing orders, two things must have been done. One, register Azimio as a coalition party, which is done. But where is the Azimio coalition of parties agreement to enable them claim that they are a coalition at the same time? That's the argument that I'm trying to make, Mr. Speaker. That there's a distinction between a coalition party, on the one hand, which there is and exists, and a coalition of parties. Azimio is saying they have two legs. The only one you are being given today is one leg. Where's the other leg, Mr. Speaker?
Your time is up.
Mr. Speaker, allow me. I just have maybe 2 more minutes, Mr. Speaker.
30 seconds.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker.
Give him 30 seconds. I've given him 30 seconds.
Thank you.
You have a mic next to you. 30
This is too
seconds.
short. Mr. Speaker, the same law we passed, Mr. Speaker, the same law we passed here in May allows a member of a party to be deemed to have resigned from the party if that member forms another party, joins another party, or talks about forming another party, Mr. Speaker. If the MDG party has clearly, openly, publicly said they are part of Kenya Kwanza coalition. Mr. Speaker, we request that you deem MDG under that law to have moved away from the Azimio political party to Kenya Kwanza coalition, Mr. Speaker. So submitted. Thank you.
The Honorable Naisula Lesuda. She's left. I'll give to the Honorable Kamket.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, this is my first time to speak in the 13th Parliament, and I want to thank the people of Tiaty for bringing me back to this Parliament and congratulate you also and your deputy for your election as Speaker and Deputy. Mr. Speaker, as you make your determination on this matter, I would like you to have me in mind as a member for Parliament for Tiaty constituency. Mr. Speaker, as you have me in mind, kindly refer to Article 36 of the Constitution in its entirety. And I ask you, Mr. Speaker, to protect me from being forced to stay in an abusive marriage. I plead with you, Mr. Speaker, to protect me from being forced in a very bad marriage. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I have just seen the Honorable Junet table a document which was not disclosed to us throughout. The document he has tabled is not known to me as a member of KANU. It was never disclosed to us. We kept asking for it. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I cannot be party to an agreement that was signed without my knowledge of the material facts in it. And Mr. Speaker, as a pastoralist, Mr. Speaker, and a very serious nomadic pastoralist, Mr. Speaker, I cannot be put in a cage. I cannot be tied to a tree. If my cow cannot be tethered to a tree, how can a whole me, the member of Parliament for Tiaty constituency, be tied to a tree? Mr. Speaker, the question as you determine this matter, you need to ask yourself is this. Which agreement supersedes the other? Is it the pre-election agreement or post-election agreement? Because, Mr. Speaker, it depends on how the agreement was reached. if the agreement was reached through deceit and duress, Mr. Speaker, these honorable members know that I was arrested severally in the last term on trumped-up charges. Is that not one of the reasons why some of us decided to play along at that time? Yes. And now we are here as free. Freedom has come to the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members. We shall hear the Honorable Kamket in silence.
So, Mr. Speaker, as you retire to determine this matter, it is important to take into account the present circumstances. You cannot, Mr. Speaker, deny the honorable members of this House, those who have attained that freedom, the opportunity to exercise their political and constitutional rights.